and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're going to be doing issue 69, 70 and 71. Let's get going. We're doing issues 69 to 71. Once again, we're not doing too much. We're still adding stuff to the arm. So without further ado, let's just crack on with this and start with issue 69. Once again, I haven't really looked at the magazines yet. Issue 69 and 70, we don't need a screwdriver or anything, so you can sort of tell where we're going to be placing bits anyway. And we have obviously a lot of red. So we have that as well. So this is about Chernobyl, where they find a part of the Ark. Meet your maker, which is obviously the like Quintessa and people like that. We did see that in one of the later movies as well. It's the Transformer gods. Yeah, it's a bit muddy. You know, there's been talk of Unicron and the Quintessas and stuff like that. So yeah. Then we come on to more Energon Transformers. Is that like that? And then we're going to be putting on some bits on the arm. So let's put that aside. Let's tip all this out. Just like that. It's all coming together nicely now. Okay, so let's crack all the pieces that we have. We need the arm as well. So we have this little panel here. So the first thing we're going to do is basically get these out. Majority of this stuff's got to come out anyway, so let's get it all out. So we'll leave those. No, we'll get these bits out of them. Everything's cleanly put in these bags as well, which is nice. Keeps everything sort of neat and tidy. So the first thing we're going to do is we're literally just going to attach this panel onto here. So we'll just push it down like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our big section just here, and this one is going to sit at the top here, I believe, like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab this part here, and that is going to sit on like that. So that looks like that. Then what we're going to do is we'll grab this section, so that is going to sit on like that. Then we've got our big part here, so that is going to sit like that, making sure that is like that. Then what we're going to do is going to grab our arm, we're going to turn it over, that's this side. We are going to grab the section that we've just done and place that on. That sits, once again, just push it down. That sort of sits like that. Now I love this sort of thing because it's all coming together really nicely. So the next part here, we're going to grab this. Once again, this has got a little guide pin on it, just here, and a guide nodule there. So that just sort of goes in. And it's all about just placing it down so it clicks down, just like that. Then we're going to grab this section, and then this section here is going to sit just like here. So once again, that is just going to be pushed on. So that sort of sits like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our arm again, and this section here is going to sit on these two holes here. So we're actually getting the bigger panels now, which is brilliant. So that is going to sit in that bottom hole here, that one in the top one, and I'm just going to push it down like so. Like that. There we go. So that is done. So that's how that looks. It looks, look at his arm. His arm is now really coming together now. If you're wondering what this box is here with the hole in it, this box is for his knife to come out here. I have two knives that come out here, obviously over each arm. This is where they slot into, if you're wondering what that part is there. So that is issue 69. Let's move on to issue 70. Issue 70, Time for Extinction, I think that says. Okay, obviously we're going to be talking about Unicron here as well. So this is him in the original Transformers movie in the 80s. And then he came towards the end of The Last Night. And then he made another appearance in The Rise of the Beasts in the latest film as well, Transformers Beasts. So, then we come on to profile there, and then I just want to grab one. But it's always worth having a little look. I love going through the figures section as well. It sort of brings back memories of seeing them and collecting them over the years and stuff like that. So yeah, then we come on to ones like that. So once again, we don't need a screwdriver or anything like that. So there are parts. And there are some biggie parts now. Okay. So once again, this one is really straightforward effectively. So right, that's the bottom section here, so you can sort of see where that's where the grill was sit for the truck mode, like that. So we're going to grab this section here, and this section is going to sit on this. Right, okay. So we've got the three holes here, so they're going to sit on like that, and that's going to sit like that. The little one in the little hole just here, big one in the big hole, like so. Just make sure you push it in properly and make sure it's all sort of pushed in nicely, nice and flush, like so. Then what we're going to do is grab this section here, and we're going to stick it into these two holes here. So you've got one there and one there. So with this section, the flame section facing down the arm, I'm going to put one in there. I'm just going to push it down, so like so. Then we're going to turn around, and we've got this section just here, and then this is going to sit on that part there. And look at that. Now his arm is now looking the biz now. So I can sort of move this around a bit. Look at that. That is looking cool. And it's sort of beefing up as well. I absolutely love this. This is going to be, it is going to look so cool. And as you can see here, I'm going to push that back in because that's just come out. So, but as you can see here, this is where his knife will poke out of. It'll come out here. So effectively, I think is the sort of forearm here is actually complete. I don't think there's much more to add on to this. Famous last words, Kev, I think. We're going to be concentrating up this section here, but it looks so good. The colours on this looks really good. So I'm going to leave that like that. And we're going to do issue 71. Okay, so we're doing issue 71. We've got Chad Yeager, space trackers, just there, flywheels. These were combiners, just there. Megatron Reborn. So we've got Megatron there, Starscream as well. And we're just going to be adding a little bit up to the top of her arm. So issue 71 is just here. And there is a fair bit. We do need the screwdriver on this section, and possibly our pliers as well, just to secure in some bits. So, okay, let's get going. Okay, so there is a fair bit here just for one section, I've got to say. So the first thing we've got to do is we have a blue section with some flames, which is nice. And we're going to take out this section as well. Just there. I'm going to push these two bits together. So they just sort of click together. So it's just like that. We're going to flip it over. We're going to put this bit on here. So this sort of lines up like that. IP screws. So I've got two of them. So like I said, there's a few screwing section parts into this. So we've got this part here. So it's going to go into there. And that one into the bottom here. So that part's like that. So we need to put that aside now. Now we're going to be making, they look like little, you remember the hands when we did the hands? It looks very similar to that. So right, first thing what we're going to do is we're going to put those bits aside here. We're going to grab these four little bits just here. Let me zoom up here. You see these four little bits just here? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab this, and through the smaller hole, so it's like that. So the hole is at the at that top section here, and then through that we're going to put one of these little and we're going to do that on both of these. So I'm going to do that now. So it's just like that. I'm going to show you again, making sure. Okay, so I'm going to explain this. Okay, so you've got the upper section here. So yeah, so I just had to double check it all to make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, so you have the slope section here, and we're going to stick that on there. Now the way you know it's in the right position is you have the upper slope section and the hole at the top there, and then obviously where that hole is you have nothing at the bottom here. So that's how you know. And then obviously you've just got to put this pin, which I'm going to use my pliers for. It's going to go into this section just here. It's all about just lining it up so it sort of sits perfectly into this hole here. I'll try and manually, because you've got to, it has to sit in. like that. And then we'll grab this. There we go. So it's going through, and then we're just going to clamp it down so it fits just like that. Okay. So we've got 2 of them. And if you've done it right, they will go to, they'll sort of go together like this. Then what we're going to do, I'm going to zoom up actually, because I think this is too, like, it's a bit grainy, I know, but bear with. Okay, so on one of these you'll have a sort of a flat side and a not so flat side on this side here. So you want to stick them both together, so the bit that's hollowed out are on each other, so like this, so like that. Then we're going to grab this section here and we're going to put it in like that. I'm going to use one of these, the bigger one. It's going to go through here. Once again, we're going to use the pliers to just sort of guide it through. So I'm going to do that now. It's like that. Once again, I just use the pliers to squeeze it through. It does curve round, and you want it so it curves round to that section there. So that sort of sits like that. Okay. So now we've done that, we've got this little plastic section just here. And we're going to turn it round so it's like that. Force it so it's like this. And then the longer section here is going to be facing these 2 parts just here. And then we're going to put these 2 holes into the holes there on the backs. And you're just going to push it like that. So that's how that sits, just like that. Yeah? Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab this part here. That is going to sit here like that. Doesn't matter which way that one goes on. We're going to use a QM screw to secure that in. So this is a QM screw. And once again, the screw is going to go in. So one side is sort of just the hole, and the other side there has like as you can see, it's different. So that's where the screw is going to go in through there. It's just getting it right. There we go. We might want to tighten that. There we go. So that goes on like that. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to grab this part that we built. So we don't need, the only screws now we need are AM screws. But the first thing, so the bit what we're going to do now is going to grab that, but as you can see there are holes just there. These are going to go in like, if we can, because it's a really tight gap here. There we go. There we go. It does go in. Okay, so that sort of sits like that. That just sort of slots in. Then what we're going to do, we're going to take our arm section, and we've got this hole just here. See that? Just there. I'm going to place that in here. I'm going to use an AM screw. And it's got a little guide pin on it, so it only goes in one way. You can't mess this one up. And then what we're going to do, we're going to screw from the other side. Nice and tight. And there we go. This part just keeps tabbing off, doesn't it? I'm going to have to... There we go. Force it in a little bit. Right, anyway, that is it. That is that bit on now. So as you can see, it does move, which is what you want it to. And it sits just like that. And there we go. It's looking... There's not much more left on the arm to do. There is a bit still to go on it. But I'm going to leave it like that because that's where it's situated, just like that. But just going to move all this away. But as you can see, it is looking absolutely gorgeous. That I'm so happy with this. So there we are. That concludes this 3 issues. So that brings us to the end of issue 71. Brings us to the end of this video. And as you can see, it is looking good. It's looking really, really good. I'm so impressed with this. Like I said, I think there's another 1 or 2 issues to finish off the arm, but effectively it's near enough finished. Especially this section here is finished. I think most of the work now is going to be concentrated up here. And then I think we then put it aside. I don't think we attach it to his arm yet. I think, like I said, I think we're going to concentrate on doing this, his leg, then his other arm, and then we all sort of attach it together. But it is looking absolutely gorgeous. The paintwork on this, second to none. I mean, the camera here really picks it out as well, doesn't it? It really picks it out. It's got that sort of speckled metallic effect on it, which just makes it sparkle, which is brilliant. And he is gonna be a bit of a beast when he's finished, I think. But look, thank you so much for following us and watching the videos and stuff like that. Make sure you click like, subscribe. Obviously, I love reading the comments, so make sure you comment on this video. Let us know how your journey's going, or if you're thinking of even picking this up as well, or yeah, really anything. I'm just in awe. I know it's just the arm, but I mean, put this together with his body and his leg, it's sort of second to none. It's just, yeah. You look, if you pick this up and at this point you're still umming and ahhing, which I don't understand why you would be, because it's just, look at it. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. Look, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you at the next video. But until then, thanks for watching. See you later. Woo.